So you got this slave and he's out there picking cotton, and ironically, he's in the same cotton field with Harriet Tubman. She comes over and she's like, "Hey, how you doing today?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm good, Harriet. What about you? Is everything okay?" And she's like, "Oh, I didn't get no rest. Them white folks kept me up all night in the mansion, playing all that fancy music and, drinking and all that yelling and stuff. Yeah, they do that time from time." So she's like, "So, I'm getting ready to leave, in a few nights or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, I heard others was talking about it, so how are we gonna pull it off?" And she's like, "We're gonna go west in a few swamp areas, but for the most part, everything should be fine." He ends up saying, "All right, Harriet, I'll see you. Well, you have a nice day." And she's like, "Okay, you too." He goes off and everything's good. The next day, his uncle comes over and say, "I haven't seen your Aunt Cheryl, in a few days." And he's like, "Wow, that's crazy. I haven't either." And food's been kind of scarce, so, the masters, they feed him here now, but it's not really enough. He wakes up and he hears like a scream. So he gets out of his cottage and he goes through the cotton field, and he goes to the master's house. And when he looks in the kitchen area, he sees them putting slaves' arms into a bag and a head into the pot, and they're putting some carrots in there. Just as the master looks over, he moves. Now he's horrified, and he realizes that on the arm that he was putting in the bag, it was like a bracelet that his Aunt Cheryl had. So now he knows these people are eating us. He runs back and he tells his uncle, and his uncle is already packed, and he's like, "All right, come on, we need to go. I already know about it. Come on, we need to go. Harriet, she's almost ready right now." So, he leaves out with his uncle, and it's a few kids running through the fields, and they finally meet with Harriet, and she's like, "All right, come on." So she's leading the way. A few hours pass, and they start to hear the dogs. So now they're hiding in the swamps, and they hear the master saying, "Come on, where you going? We were just about to have a good meal. You folks taste nice. Come on, y'all don't want to see what you folks taste like." Now Harriet, all of them's horrified, and it's about 13 of them. They pass, and Harriet ends up actually leading them to freedom, but him and his uncle end up keeping the secret, and they know to this day what happened. And so basically he ended up escaping, and he ended up becoming a free man not too long after. Do y'all think that the masters was actually eating the slaves back then? Like, comment, subscribe.